Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our survival series on Riverbend Springs. Now we are in November, we have done a few more contracts, but we're just going to run over to the store because our 3 grass fields are ready to be harvested, but the mower we've got, and the windrow for that matter, they're not the biggest or the best, in my opinion. So we're going to be changing both. We're going to get, I believe it's the, I think it's the mowers that we've actually got in the Oakbridge Let's Play series. It's going to be the Samaz front and rear mowers, the ones that can windrow, because that's really going to help us. We will just quickly fill the tractor up with fuel. We're going to sell this windrow because I don't think we need it, and if we do, we can just get a different one, because obviously this one has to go forward facing, which I didn't realise when we bought it, and I just don't think we need it at the moment. We're not doing grass work that often to justify keeping it. And same with the rear mower, if we could just do it a bit bigger. So let's pull in here. The tractor does need to be repaired as well, so we'll turn that engine off and have a look. So the tractor is going to cost us 3,500. Yeah, we'll get it repaired, and then we will be repairing and repainting both of these. So we're going to get nearly 11,000 for this rear mower and nearly 10,000 for the windrow. So then the two that we're going to get, what we're going to get instead, I should say, is, where is mowers? Here. We're going to get this. We will be doing it on hire purchase. So is there a different one that we should be looking at? That can't do the swathing. I'd like it to be able to do the swathing. I think this can, but it's a lot more, yeah, it's just a lot more expensive. So we're going to go for this, hire purchase, and do it over a 5-year period. Now, I think we're going to put a 10% deposit down, or no, we'll do 20 because it makes it about £1,000. Yeah, so do a £14,000 deposit. We'll buy that, and then this. Now how much is this if we did this on hire purchase over a 5-year period? Only £200. Yeah, we'll do that. So there we go. That's brilliant. So we'll jump back into this. There's going to be a busy, actually, I've completely forgotten to do something. We've got a few contracts that I did off screen. We've got a deadwood contract and 3 cultivating contracts. So let's quickly collect all of these. And that's taken us back to almost 80,000, which is amazing. And we can settle the hire purchase agreements early if we want to, but I am desperate to get that Unimog that we looked at in the last episode and that John Deere combine. So those will be our next 2 purchases, and we'll then probably start to get some fields. But this is really going to help. That's cool. This is really upgrading our equipment now. So let's get back to the farm. We've got 3 fields that we're going to turn into silage. They are looking okay, so hopefully we're going to get a good yield off them. We can also now look at some mowing contracts, and that's another reason why I'd like to get the Unimog, just because we've started upgrading our equipment. So there's not much that we're using the smaller tractors for. We could look at selling them, but they're not worth masses. But I'll have a look when we're back at the farm, as we're almost there. There is one of the MB trucks. I'm not sure if it can take the rear front loader, but if it could, and it's like a good price, we could look at changing that. Or I've actually just thought of a better option. We could potentially, if we have a look at the vehicles, we could sell the Zeta tractor for nearly 30,000, and the the Landini for nearly 8, which also means we can sell the front loader. But because we've got the Fendt, we should be able to. I think it's going to be. Yeah, be able to buy one of these because it can use, I believe, the same equipment. And then we've gone from having the 3 tractors to just the 1. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether we should sell those 2 tractors and start getting some bigger tractors. It would be a shame to sell them because they have served us very well. They've been both been very good tractors when we needed them. But it might be time for a change. Or I think it is time to start upgrading. So how do I... There we go, that's swath dropping. Let's open the HUD. Make sure we are going. And we can start. Now, this hopefully is going to give us a good yield, and I'd like to get quite a few bales off. It's looking like it's the same as the last harvest, but it's going to be good. Lift that all up, and with this much bigger working width, we aren't going to be doing this for long at all. I think the longest part's going to be baling and then wrapping the bales. Right, well, we've got all 3 of the grass fields mowed, and fortunately I had a power cut during the time lapse, so luckily I managed to... the footage was saved, but the game hadn't actually saved, so we've had to come back and remow these fields, but they are all done. I've done the other 2, obviously not this one, but we've done the other 2 fields slightly differently. We basically just treated them as one massive field, but the yield on this is, I know they're slightly smaller bales, but they are only 30 centimeters smaller than the large straw bales, and we are producing them very quickly, which is brilliant. Those mowers really made a massive difference. So we will see once we're done how many litres, how many thousands of litres we've got, and we can potentially work out how much that's going to translate to when it's all in silage. We will need to get this all wrapped, which is going to take quite a bit of time, but at least while it's wrapping we can bring them out and stack them ish. It won't be the neatest, but we can do it. So before we can wrap them, we need to get them all baled. Let's get this done. Well, these fields have taken us absolutely ages, and we have loads and loads and loads of bales. I did remember to reset the bale counter before we started, so we will be able to see exactly how many we've made. Now each bale is about 5,500 litres, and which is brilliant. I'm not sure how much the 180, I think the 180s might be 9,000 litres, so obviously these are a fair bit smaller, which probably explains why we've made so many, but we've done really well with these, and hopefully we'll be able to get another harvest out of them, out of these fields, before we cultivate them up. Now, because I'm planning another harvest, we're going to leave this in here because it's not even 20% of the bale. So we'll leave this in. And should we have a quick look? 35 bales. That is amazing. I'm not sure what 35 times 5,500 is, but I'm going to say a lot. Now, one thing that I have thought while we were doing that, because there were so many, I think we can put the plate over here, it's going to take us ages if we use that bale wrap, so we are going to change it. There's one that I'd love, but I don't think we're going to be able to. We can afford it, but I think it's silly to buy that. It's not in the sale or anything. So rather than buying the, well, we'll run this over. Actually, no, we can do it now. So I have been having a look, and there is nothing in the sale. I have, on this trailer, I have click to find used, so we spent £596 because we don't need it just yet, and the dealership are going to search and see if we can find a used one before we have to spend the 20 odd thousand, because I think that is going to be really useful. But what we are going to get is, now I'd love to get this, but I just think that's too much money. So it'd be one of these tow along ones, but this is only 13,000. And can we can set it to empty because we've got the better app. Do we want an end turner? I don't think we do, actually. And we'll leave it all as standard. So if we were to put, actually, that's not bad. I think we'll do that. We'll do a 50% deposit on a 1-year contract, because it's only going to cost us £500 a month. So we will definitely do that. Ooh, wrong button. So, can we empty this? I don't think we can. No, we can't. Right. So, let's make sure we don't crash. Let's lift this up. And get the beacons on. We're going to head over to the store. We're going to get this sold and collect the new bale wrapper, and get those bales all wrapped up. There's a lot. Actually, I said earlier I couldn't work out what 35 times 5,500. I've just remembered we've got this. So we've got 192,500 litres of grass, which we're going to turn into silage. And the price for silage, and grass sells for £50. So if we were to sell it at its max, we'd only get 9,000. But if we find silage down here, I don't think it's going to be ready in time. But in December, it's worth over double what normal grass is. And I've just hit the microphone. So I apologise if you thought we had a loud noise as I hit the microphone. Hopefully you didn't. I'm still getting used to the microphone being in a new place. So let's get to the store, get this sold, and then get all of these bales wrapped. At least we are nearly there. Actually, we need some fuel. So let's quickly pull over. And again, fill the tractor up. How much are we going to spend? I'm going to guess about £650. I hope I'm too high, but I don't think I'm going to be. What are we thinking? Where are we? Are we nearly done? 641. Okay, I was pretty close. I think, was it 650 I said? I will take that. Right. Let's get this in here. Jump out. We probably should have given it a bit of a clean before we brought it over. But we will repaint it and repair it. And we're going to get £11,660. So let's get that sold. And jump in. Oh, our trailer's over here still as well. We'll leave that there for now. We've got to bring the seed back as well. There's a lot to be done. At least this can speed up the process, hopefully, and we'll, like I say, speed the process up, and hasn't actually cost us too much. I think by the time we've paid it off, we're only going to have spent, I'm trying to work it out, 1,400 and a 340, I think. I think we sold that for 11,660, which is quite good. I am pleased that we managed to get a bigger bale wrapper, a more convenient bale wrapper, for so little, considering we've had that old one for quite a while. Obviously, doing this silage work is where we first started, with just the Zeta tractor, a rear mower, the baler that we've still got, and the bale wrap that has now been sold. So we've come quite a long way. Obviously, the next upgrade for grass work would be, I would say, a bigger baler. Possibly a square baler, but that is not a priority. We do not do enough at the moment to need... There we go, we are told to need a bigger baler. So, let's get into the field. If we've got to do anything special with this, I think we can just turn on automatic drop, unfold it, and do you have to turn it on, or does it just do it automatically? Does it automatically? So, it's going to take quite a bit of time for all 35 bales. But let's get this done. Right, we are getting there. We've done, I think this is bale 16 out of 35. It's taking us ages. I think we are going to be working for quite a long time left of this day, but it will be worth it in the end. We might have to hold on to them for a while, but we will get, or should get, a decent amount of money. Now, it's a shame we don't have the larger combine already, because there are a couple of contracts that would be really good to do. There is a corn contract for about 4.5, and then there are 2 soybean contracts for about 5,000 each. But I just think it's not worth buying the combine just yet, considering we've not even got any of our fields planted with a combinable crop. I think we're just going to be wasting the 3,000 a month that it would cost at a minimum to have that and do the contracts, especially when we're at the end of the harvesting period. So we will definitely be waiting for that combine. But for now, we've got a lot of silage bales to make, so we're going to end it there for this episode. I'm going to get these bales finished off screen. As always, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully, we'll see you back here for the next one. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.